evil by moonlight, winning love by daylight, never running from a real fight. She is the one named Sailor Moon. She will never turn her back on a friend. She is always there to defend. She is the one on whom we depend. She is the one named Sailor Moon. Okay, let's move on. Hey everyone, I'm JimClassic, and you are watching Geekin. And, this is day 2 of my Sailor Moon toy review. And this is also the last day of my Sailor Moon toy review, because I only have Sailor Mercury and Sailor Moon. Not gonna really worry about any of the others, but much like Sailor Moon, I got Sailor Mercury at Toys R Us back when Toys R Us was still a thing. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. I got it for about $20. I figured, what the hell? Why the hell not? At least Serena has her best friend, Sailor Mercury, which I do not remember her. I do not remember Mercury's real name. But anyway, we have, another Pretty Guardian Super Sailor Mercury, SH Figuarts, Sailor Moon, Bandai, 25th anniversary, where the other one's 20th anniversary. We have, this is not a product shot. It's a nice little sketch art, looks like color pencil art of Sailor Moon, Sailor Mercury. Here's the toy. Here's some accessories. I see a water harp. I see the small wands. Blah, blah, blah. On the top, that's a cute face. That's a cute face right there, Sailor Mercury. She was always the sweetheart of the group. That's pretty cool thing right there. On the side, again, Sailor Mercury looking adorable. On the back, Sailor Mercury trying to be tough, playing a harp, holding her wand. It looks like there are 4 different facial expressions, or maybe there's just... Those two are different. Those two might be the same, so there might be 3 different faces, but whatever. Multiple faces. Another one right there of Sailor Mercury. I don't really know how to describe this pose, but whatever. Did we do the top? We did do the top because of cute face. Did the bottom, choking hazard. Japanese characters, 15 and up caution. And just for a lark, I don't do this very often. Let's just compare this with Sailor Moon right there. 2 very different styles. Sorry, I apologize. 2 very different styles in the box art. But this Sailor Moon says 20th anniversary. Sailor Mercury here says 25th anniversary. For whatever reason, I guess SH Figuarts decided to wait 5 years to produce another Sailor Scout. I believe there are other Sailor Scouts. Is there a collect them all thing? No, there is not. I'm assuming there are other Sailor Scouts. I'm assuming they're all out there. It's just, this is all I'm planning on getting. But anyway, Sailor Mercury. Much like Sailor Moon, let's open this package up and see what she's all about. And here we have Sailor Mercury out of the package and everything included. So what we have here is Sailor Mercury, of course, the figure. We have the same crappy stand that Sailor Moon came with. However, instead of the pink, we have it's upside down. We have blue text and a nice little design and all that stuff. So the design looks nice, but if this stand is anything like Sailor Moon's, it's a piece of crap. For some reason, it comes with an extra armature. I don't see a difference between this and that, so it's just a spare. We also have her wand. I guess it's her activation wand. I forget what it's officially called. We have a water harp, which we'll get into that a little bit later. We have 3 additional faces, plus we have 9 hands total. 9 hands. 8 of them are pairs, and then we have a 9th hand. Nothing's missing. We have 9 hands. It's an odd number, which is kind of weird, but okay. So, you know what? We're not going to focus too much on this stuff at the moment, so let's just move all this stuff out of the way, and let's focus on Sailor Mercury all by her lonesome. Now, there are many similarities between Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury, but there's also some differences as well. According to the Sailor Moon box, she was a 20th anniversary version, and Sailor Mercury's box, it says 25th anniversary. So there may have been some improvements done with the mold over that 5-year span of time. So I think the only recycled parts between Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury might actually just be the thighs. Everything else seems to either be remolded or a brand new piece altogether, which is okay, cool. Maybe after those 5 years, they just decided the Sailor Moon mold just wasn't good enough, and they decided to kind of reinvent the wheel and improved upon it. So, Sailor Mercury's head, their head sculpt is really nice. It definitely is like the anime cartoon. It has that really wide-eyed expression that face that it really captures that mood. That's the word I'm looking for. It captures that mood that Sailor Mercury, is known for. She is the cheerful one. She is the intelligent one, and I think it kind of shines through in that face sculpt. It has really nice eyes. It has that cute expression on her face, smile and everything. And it just looks good. It's a nice face sculpt. The hair sculpt is a little bit boring in my opinion, but it's all in the face. It's all in those expressive eyes. It to me, at least this area works really well. Now, the engineering of the toy is pretty much the same as the Sailor Moon figure is. The big differences for me that I noticed are actually more in the paint applications than they are in the actual engineering of the figure. The engineering is virtually identical. Yeah, there is some obvious mold differences between the two, but it's all in the paint applications. What I'm seeing here is a more pearlescent color over Sailor Moon's flat, matte colors. And I'm also thinking I'm seeing some semi-translucent plastic here in the ruffles of the shoulder and in the bow here and the bow back there. I think it might be semi-translucent, but it also shimmers with that, like, again, that pearlescent color. It is all over her uniform, with the exception of anything that would be her skin tone. But just the white gloves, they have that shimmery look to them. The boots have a very metallic kind of shine to it with a is that silver? Sorry. It's very difficult looking through the figure through the viewfinder. No, it's not silver. I think it's also white, but it's a very shiny white. The bow, again, very shiny. It's and even the pleated skirt has that metallic shimmer to it as well. So different, but the same. Even the white on her uniform shimmers. Mercury is definitely sporting a higher quality outfit than Sailor Moon is. Range of motion is pretty much identical to Sailor Moon. She is capable of so many poses. However, there is some difference between Sailor Mercury and Sailor Moon, where Sailor Moon had the the upper body, the upper torso swivel, but no waist swivel. Sailor Mercury actually has a waist swivel. With Sailor Moon, it was just the lower half of the body, and it went right into the skirt, and then you would get more movement again at the hip joints. But Sailor Mercury, at the waist, where the white sailor uniform meets the skirt, there is a ball joint there. Sailor Mercury comes with 9 hands. 8 of them are matching pairs. You get a relaxed pose with the fingers just a little bit curled, straight fingers almost like a karate pose, closed fists, and jazz hands? 5-finger spread. The ninth hand is a gripper hand meant for holding her wand and the water harp, which we'll be getting to those right after we talk about the faces. Sailor Mercury comes with 4 faces. The default face, which was initially attached to the figure right out of her package, is her cheery face, the one which I was just talking about with the big expressive eyes and that little smirk on her face. Secondly, we have an action face with an open mouth. The third one are closed eyes, but still has that cute and happy look to Sailor Mercury. And last but not least, closed eyes with an overall serene tone to it. The wand is tiny, but nicely painted. The paint apps are, I think the pink is the plastic. So we have this nice shimmery gold, and we have this clear blue sphere on the top. And it looks really nice. It's pink wand with angel wings. It looks nice, okay? For what it is, it looks nice. And last but not least, the water harp. It's clear blue plastic, and the sculpt looks like flowing water and looks really nice. However, it does look as if the harp strings could be easily broken. And now time for comparison. So, putting Sailor Moon right next to Sailor Mercury, it looks... Oh, no. No. See, now, she's actually balancing pretty well, so why the toy is moving forward like this is actually quite the mystery. See? See? Perfect. So, comparing her to Sailor Moon, I would dare say Mercury might be just a smidge taller than Sailor Moon. Just by a little bit. But, not too shabby regardless. Alright, and we have SH Figuarts Chun-Li. Just to mix things up a little bit, we have Star Wars The Black Series Clone Commander Gree, who definitely is taller than everyone. And you know what, just for even more of a lark, I think this is the 2003 or 2004 San Diego Comic-Con Faker. And it's quite an interesting little ensemble right there. And that's pretty much how everyone scales in with each other. Sailor Mercury is actually pretty nice. Engineering-wise, she's identical to Sailor Moon in almost every way. It is in the paint applications where Sailor Mercury is far superior over her leader, Sailor Moon. Now, I really have no intention of getting any of the other Sailor Scouts. I do have fond memories of the anime show back in the 90s, but I'm not a diehard fan, so Sailor Moon and Sailor Mercury is enough for me. And, this has been, kind of an interesting review, definitely off my normal beaten path. But I'm not going to lie, Sailor Mercury and Sailor Moon have pretty much taken a lot out of me. For some reason, I have just dragged these videos on, and I think it's time I get back to something a little bit more I'm familiar with. So, that being said, I think I'm going to call this one quits. Sailor Mercury is nice. Obviously she's no longer a Toys R Us exclusive. I'm sure you can find her elsewhere. But, that's it. If you find her, if you're a Sailor Moon fan, I would definitely pick her up. She's great. Okay, that's it. I'm JimClassic, and you've been watching Geekin' It.
Sailor Venus, Sailor Mercury, Sailor Mars, Sailor Sailor Moon.